Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I am dewinterizing our brand new Alliance Delta RK234 trailer. If you saw the last video we made just after we took delivery about 3 weeks ago, we gave you a bit of a tour of the trailer. So if you want to see some features of the trailer and why we bought it over some of the other models available, you can check that video out. But today I'm just going to talk about a feature of this trailer that I believe is possible, but I haven't tested it yet, so I'm going to test it today. But before we do that, I have just dewinterized, and all I've done is connect up the hose to the water intake of the trailer and run all the taps, the faucets, to make sure we flush out all the antifreeze. So I've just completed that. One thing I would recommend when you do your dewinterization, one of the steps to do is once you've pressurized your system, so you either connect up the city water from your house or wherever, or you put some water in your tank and turn on the pump, just go around and check underneath all the sinks and in the shower and behind the toilet and things, and make sure there's no leaks, so nothing's loosened off over the winter. You know, you just check there's no drips going down onto the floor. So I'll just show you what I mean by that. We'll switch round. Here's the washroom, the bathroom in here. So like I say, we're now running beautifully clear water in here, which is fantastic. I actually left it a little while. I went into the house after I'd cleaned out all the antifreeze, went into the house, did some other things, and I've just come back out here. And what I'm going to do is just have a quick look under here, check that there's no wetness at all, nothing's dripping, nothing's running down anywhere. So I've actually already done this on all the other ones, so it's a good idea to do this. I just want to call your attention to one thing great about Alliance Delta trailers is every water feed has its own shut-off valves. So if you do have any sort of leak, you can shut off the water to whatever it is without losing water to the rest of the trailer, which I think is a really nice thing to have. Next, we are going to go out and put some water in the fresh water tank and see if we can use this new feature that I'm excited to try out. So let's go there now. So here we are at the water station. I'm just going to turn off this, so there's no water coming in on the city water feeds now. So what this trailer has is, behind this panel is where the water pump is, and some of the solar stuff as well. But what it also has is this pipe here, which is for winterizing. So you can actually winterize with this. You can stick the end of this into an antifreeze tube, so I'll be doing that next winter. But what it also can be used for is sanitizing the fresh water tank, and by extension, apparently, for filling the fresh water tank. So if you're boondocking and you run out of water, you can actually use this pipe to suck water up into the fresh water tank using this. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do now, just to see if it's accurate. So the way we're going to do it is we're going to set this dial here to tank fill, and then we're going to move this little thing here, which we'll do right now. So let's just move this to this, which points at the fill hose, and then we'll set this guy to tank fill here. Apologies about the light quality. Alright, and then I have got a thing of water here. The guidance for sanitizing is for every 15 gallons of your fresh water tank, you should have 1 gallon of water and half a cup of bleach. So our fresh water tank is 45 gallons, so I need 3 gallons of water, and that green water bottle there is just over 3 gallons. And 1.5 cups of bleach. So what I'm going to do is connect a hose to the end of this and stick it into the water bottle down there and start pumping and see if it actually works. The other great thing about this is there's also a water pump switch in here as well as inside. So we didn't have this in our last trailer at all. So I don't know if this is a common thing with all new trailers now, but I was quite surprised to find this, and it's one of the reasons we bought this trailer. More so for the ability to fill up the fresh water tank when you don't have a water supply. I think it's pretty fantastic. So let's let me just get it set up, and then we'll have a look to see if it works. Okay, so one thing about camping is things don't always go to plan. So what I neglected to notice was that obviously my water pipe for the trailer is a 1-inch fitting, but this pipe is a 3/4 inch, so they don't fit. So I need an adapter to get the blue pipe so that it can reach to the water bottle on the ground. However, as you can see, I've managed to get the water bottle into the pass-through storage, and I can get the pipe to go about halfway down into the water. So I'm going to start pumping it just to see if it works. So let's try it. So like I say, we have set tank fill, we've set the right behind the water right there, we've set the valve to suck in. So if I turn on the water pump, which is handily provided here, the water pump switch, we should see some water going in. So let's give it a bash. Oh, and it's going fast. So you probably can't see the water going down, but this is the level here, going down, 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 down. So I don't want to take too much because I need to pour bleach into this solution. So I'm going to have to stop it. Wow, that's pretty impressive actually. So we've managed to go from here, it was right down to here, and what was that, 20 seconds, something like that maybe? So what I'm going to do now is we'll just actually take a walk in and see if it's show. It probably won't even register on the fresh water tank. Let's take a walk in. So let's just walk around here quickly. Into the trailer. Have a look at this. So fresh. Yeah, we're still showing empty on here, so there's not much in here. So I'm pretty sure this is working. Yeah, looks pretty good. So the next thing I will do, because this is off, I shouldn't have any water, which is right. So that looks to me like it's gone into the fresh water tank. So next thing I'm going to do is put 1.5 cups of bleach. I'm going to pour it into that water bottle, and then I need to get an adapter just so that I can connect that hose extension or some sort of hose out. So I need to go to the hardware store. Yes! So I will do that, and we'll connect back with you guys when I've got everything else set up. So thank you. This is why you have a wife, I guess. So rather than take a trip to the hardware store, which I was quite looking forward to, my wife suggested I just pour the water and bleach solution into a tub that the pipe could get into, which is really a fine piece of common sense. So we've done it. So let's stick the water pump on and see how quickly we can pump this into the tank. Here goes. So this is about 3 gallons. Okay, so that's a couple of minutes, I reckon it took. So for 3 gallons, I don't know, 20 minutes to half an hour if you were doing to refill it completely, 45 gallons. Okay, so that's okay, it's all right. It's super easy though, you know, to top up your tanks. Really great. You know, this is a 75 gallon grey water tank, so you don't really have a problem with where to put the water if you've been docking. So the fact that you can easily suck more water in is really good. So that's it for the sanitization. We'll leave it in the hot water tank, the fresh water tank overnight, and rinse it all out tomorrow, and then we will be good to go for our first camping trip of the season, which will be to Banff in Alberta. So nice talking to you guys. Please hit that subscribe button and let us know if there's anything else you'd like us to show you. Cheers, bye.